Hi, my name is Amanda Nace. I just moved back from Namibia, where I spent the past 2 years working with the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. I'm now pursuing my Doctorate of Public Health at the City University of New York, where I'm focusing on health policy and management. When I was 14, I decided that I wanted to go to Brazil with a church mission group. And when I arrived, I was blown away by the needs of the people in the country. And it really shook my understanding of the world and what people have and how privileged I was here. And ever since then, I've constantly sought opportunities to go overseas. And over time, after college, decided to go to the Peace Corps. And while I was there, I began working in public health and specifically in HIV and AIDS. And ever since then, I've been continually trying to grow as a global public health professional and working to improve the health of communities, both in the States and overseas. I think this is an interesting question because when I first started my career, I had no idea of the possibilities of where I could be today. I just continued to follow things that interested me and continued to, when I felt like I was on the right path and moving in a direction where I was able to both help other people and grow professionally and develop myself, I would continue. And now over time, I can't believe the opportunities that I've had. Getting to work with US ambassadors and the ministers of health in foreign countries and help broker political agreements between two nations, that's something I never thought that would have been possible for me when I first started out. And now I only can continue to grow and am excited to think about what I one day might be able to do. I think there are two things that people who work in the public health field struggle with. The first is staying in your lane. We tend to want to help everyone on every issue. So people are hungry, we want to feed them. People have diseases, we want to give them medicine. And you can't do everything, you can't be everything to all people. And so you really have to be focused and try to have smart goals and objectives and be specific about what you're trying to do and have timelines. And the other thing is to constantly stay relevant. Public health is a constantly evolving field. There's always new research about latest technologies and practices that we can try. And so you constantly have to be reading articles and talking to peers and looking into the future about how we can do better. My biggest role model forever and always is my mother. She started nursing school after my sister and I were born and somehow managed to work full-time, go to school full-time, raise a family, all while we were growing up. And just last year got her PhD. And she's been the biggest inspiration to me that you can do it all. And simultaneously, my father, who's been so supportive of her and has given her the stability at the family that she could continue to pursue her education and work as much as she did. So the two of them have really encouraged me to pursue my dreams, pursue further education, and to believe I can have that all. We need to teach young women and girls to know their worth. If you don't know how valuable you are and feel confident in that, then no one else is going to value you. And I've seen this in my own career, and it's something I've had to struggle with to advocate for deserving more money. And we as women oftentimes we just accept what's offered to us and don't demand what we deserve and what we're worth. And so I think from a young age, we really need to teach young women and girls to know their worth and to demand it. I love Bikram yoga. It is hot yoga, which is 90 minutes long, and it is 90 minutes of my day that I can focus on nothing but just trying to breathe and do the best I can. Public health can be a little bit stressful. I've done direct services, case management work, which can be rather intense, dealing with people's, their incomes, their health. It's stressful. And so after work, I like to just forget about everything and exercise very intensely for 90 minutes. I've had a lot of time to think about what type of animal I would like to be, because I've recently been on several safaris in Southern Africa, and I hands down want to be a hippo. They have the most relaxed life. They have no predators. They just float in the water and then lie in the sun. I think they have a great life. I would be a hippo.